Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this kinetic typographic animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin but with the help of simple tips and tricks inside of After Effects. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics, logo animation and other stuff, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. Links are available in the description. And if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition. I'm going to call it as main animation. Width I'm going to choose 1920, height I'm going to choose 180, frame rate is 30, duration I'm going to choose 1 minute long, like this, and hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title selection. Now I'm going to hit Ctrl N to create another composition, and I'll call this comp as side. Width I'm going to choose 1080 over here, and background color let's choose white color and simply hit OK and hit OK. Then press Ctrl N again to create another composition, and this composition I'm going to call it as strip, and height over here I'm going to type divided by 6 and hit enter. So like this. If you hit Ctrl K over here, as you guys can see, the height is 180 and simply hit OK. Then I'm going to press Ctrl Y to create one solid background, and I'm going to choose black color over here, and we will lock this layer. Now simply select your rectangle tool. We will delete this fill. I don't need any fill. And for the stroke color I'm going to choose white color, and simply double click to create this rectangle over this composition. Go to the rectangle path 1. In size, unlink this, and let's decrease the size from here, and let's decrease the size from here, and let's minimize this. Now I'm going to select my text, and I'm going to type my text over here. I'm going to type typography. You can type whatever text you want. I'm going to type this basic text. Let's press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Then go to Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Press S for scaling option and adjust the scale according to your need. Now select this layer and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. Select the second layer, press P for position, create one keyframe at the start. Let's go somewhere around 2 seconds, and I'm going to move this layer out of this composition like this. Okay, then select this keyframe and hit F9. Then we'll go to the graph editor, right click and choose edit speed graph. Select this graph, and by holding shift I'm going to move this handle over here, and let's move this handle over here. Okay, and let's click on this graph editor again. Select this first layer and make it apparent with the second one. Alt click on the stopwatch and type loop out expression on it and apply this expression. So what will happen, we will get this animation continuously in the form of loop. Okay, then after that right click new and create one adjustment layer. Go to the effect and presets panel, and we are going to apply tint effect on it, and simply double click to apply and swap this color. Now select this. Initially let's move this out of this composition over here. Press P for position, create one keyframe. I'm gonna go somewhere around 4 seconds, and I'll move this out of this composition on opposite side like this. So if I see this animation, I'll get this kind of stuff. Now let's select this and hit F9 and alt click on the stopwatch again and type loop out expression on it. Okay, so if you see, we are gonna get this kind of animation. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll select this keyframe and I'll hit Ctrl to disable that like this. Okay, so this is, let's go to the side option, side composition, hit Ctrl 0 and I'll bring my strip comp over here. I'll select this, I'll go to the align tab, align it at the top, enable this snapping tool, hit Ctrl D. Let's bring this at the bottom, hit Ctrl D, bring this over here, bring this over here, bring this over here like that. Okay, so I'm gonna get this kind of stuff. Let's go inside this, select this adjustment layer, hit U. I'm going to select this keyframe again and I'll hit F9. I'll go to the graph editor, I'll select this graph, and by holding shift I'll move this handle over here and I'll move this handle over here. So if I see this animation now, I'm gonna get something like this. Okay, now select this first layer, go to the effect and presets panel and apply tint effect and swap this color. Select this tint effect, hit Ctrl C, select this alternate layers and hit Ctrl V, like that. Now I'm going to take a distance of 5 frames, select this, move this over here, move this over here, move this over here, this over here, this over here. Now select all of these layers, hold Alt, open square bracket to trim up to this, go to the start and let's move this over here. So if you see, we will get this kind of animation. Okay, and if you guys see at 4 seconds, suppose I'll go over here and let's say I hit N over here, I'm gonna get this animation in the form of loop. Okay, so we will see that looping animation later. Right now we need to focus on our main animation over here. Then press Ctrl Y on your keyboard and let's create one white solid background, and we will lock this layer. Hit Ctrl 0 and let's bring our side composition over here. Press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Press Y for pan behind tool. Make sure to enable the snapping and let's bring this over here like this. Okay, now select this, press V and let's simply move this over here. Make sure that this should be properly over here like that, and let's make this fit. Now select this layer, press F4 and convert this layer into 3D layer, and press R so you can rotate it on Y axis like this. Now I'm going to create one keyframe at Y, hit U. I'll go somewhere around, let's say 2 seconds maybe, and I'll make this 30. Select this, hit Ctrl D, press R. Let's make this 30 plus 30, which is 60. Select this, hit Ctrl D, press R, or simply hit U so you can see these layers, and hit U. Over here this is 30, hit Ctrl D. Let's make this one 0, so hit R, select all of them, press R. So for first one is 0, this is 30, this is 60, this should be 60 plus 30. Okay, like this. Select this, hit Ctrl D, press R. Over here 90 plus 30. Select this, hit Ctrl D, press R. Over here 120 plus 30. So basically we need to add 30 in each and every one. I'll do this procedure a little bit faster. Okay, so we will stop up to this. So if I see this animation now, let's see in quarter resolution, I'll get this kind of animation over here. Now hit U. Let's select those keyframes and hit F9. Let's go to the start and hit U. Then right click new and create one null object and convert this null object into 3D. Select all of them and make it a parent with this null. Select this null, press P for position, create one keyframe, then press S for scaling option, then press R for rotation, and as you guys can see we can rotate it on X axis as well. So create one keyframe at X rotation and hit U. Go over here, create another keyframes, and over here we need to rotate it on X axis like this, and we have to change the position somewhere around over here at this point, like that. Then go to the start and we will bring the position of this one over here, and let's increase the scale somewhere around over here like this, and change the position somewhere around over here like this. Okay, now select those keyframe and hit F9. So if you see, we will get this kind of stuff. Now I'm going to select those keyframes and hit F9. Then by holding Alt, I'll move this up to 3 seconds. Then I'll go somewhere around 5 seconds over here. I'm going to select this keyframe, hit Ctrl C, Ctrl V, right click, keyframe assistance, time reverse keyframe. Now I'm going to select this all of this side, and I'm going to create one keyframe at Y rotation. I'll go somewhere around over here, and I'm going to make it 360. Over here also type 360, 360, 360, 360, 360. And we don't need to do anything for this one. This one should be remain like this only. Okay, like that. And this one should be at 8 seconds. So we will get something like this. And at 8 seconds, I'm going to hit N. So now if I see this animation, I'll get something like this. Then I'll get this kind of stuff. Now I'm going to select these keyframes. And I'll go to the graph editor. I'll select this graph and hit F9 first of all, and by holding shift move one handle over here and move one handle over here. Now go to the start. Now if you see this animation, we will get this kind of stuff continuously in the form of loop, like that. Why this is in the form of loop, let's see. Now if you see in strip options over here, my looping point is at 4, and for this typographic animation also my looping point is at 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 4 is 6, and plus 4 I mean plus 2 is 8. So anything at 8 second I'm going to get in the form of loop. For example, now suppose if I see this keyframe, now if I move this keyframe to, let's say, 3 second maybe, okay, and if I move this keyframe at the 5 second over here, and if you see over here after 8 second, I'm not gonna get any form of loop because they are odd numbers. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this at 2 and 4, so I'll get this animation continuously in the form of loop at 8 second. So that's why I have used up to 8 seconds only, like that. Okay, so this is how you can create this kind of kinetic typographic animation. Now I'm going to select this side, and by holding shift I'll select this null object to select this keyframes, I mean this layers. Then press Ctrl Shift C and let's call it as animation and hit OK. So let's select this, hit Ctrl D, select this last layer, press S and increase the scale somewhere around like this, and let's bring this downwards like this. So we will get this kind of animation, and if you see in full resolution we will get something like this. Over here you can select this, apply tint effect, and you can swap this color so you will get alternations. You can select this, press T for opacity, and let's make this 20 or let's say 10. Over here select this first layer, go to the effect and presets panel and search for drop shadow effect and double click to apply, and decrease the distance to 0, increase the softness to 400, like that. And over here also select this bluish color and select this grayish color, like that. Or you can delete the second layer, we don't need that. This animation looks good like this only. So this is how you can create this kind of looping animation inside of After Effects in the form of kinetic typography.